Hey, my friends, this is Gozmaster, aka G to the 3. Look at what we got. Look what we got here. First off, like and subscribe if you like this stuff. It's time for Tamiyo, the unboxing, the purchasing, the leveling up, all of the stuff. We're going to do it right now. Excited to be able to do this. Let's make this a little bit tinier. Come on, man. We don't need to be that big. Come on, Greg. You don't be that egotistical, G-Doug. All right, anyways, so let's get to it. Here we are, Tamiyo Field Researcher, 850 in the coinage. I'm going to need to make that smaller because she is going to need to take up more of the space. There we go. So there she is. Her current stats right now. What does she do? Seek the truth. She draws a card. Obero knowledge. Catalyst stories. Let's get to it. Let's pick her up and get going, shall we? Yes. Bam. Purchase. Yep. Make the money's thing happen. Bam, bam. There we go. Tamiyo Field Researcher. Let's see if she gives us anything new. Since I have all the cards, I don't think she does. Only 210 runes. What kind of garbage cards did they give? That's crazy. All right, let's close that. So we've got her. Her current abilities right now, she's flatlining on white. She is +1 on blue, -2 on both black and red, and flatlining on green and loyalty colorless. So that said, let's start getting her done. So I'm going to take a screenshot of where we are now. Actually, I'm going to close my image so you guys don't need to see me while we're doing this. So in her case, we're actually doing... let's see here, right now, just cranking. I've got 1408766. I'll make a note of that real quick. And here we go. Let's start leveling her up. So we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you Seek the Truth is now level 1. You can now add one more spell to your deck, and White Match now gives one more mana. So we've got a +1 there already. Let's do that. So that's at level 6. Bam. All right, so the next one is level 10. Let's get to it. Boom, 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 boom. So now we've got Obero Knowledge is now level 1. Hit points increased by 5, and I can add one more support to my deck. Big time Yahoo at level 10. And I think the next one is at 16. Is that correct? Yep, so let's get to 16. Bam, 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 and bam. All right, so now Catalyze Stories is now level 1. Hit points increased by 7. Green Match now gives one more mana, and you can now add one more creature to your deck. Don't care about the creatures. We don't use a lot of creatures. I don't understand. Why would you need like 14 creatures in a deck that you can only play 3 creatures at a time? It doesn't make any sense at all. All right, so here we go to the next level. Let's see what level that is. All right, so level 20... we get to Seek the Truth is now level 2. Your Planeswalker's regeneration is improved. Red Match now gives one more. Hit points increased by 3. Bam. That's at level 20. So here we go again. Dune, 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 dune. Boom. So now Obero's Knowledge is now level 2. Hit points increased by 7. You can now add one more spell to your deck. That's always a plus. Black Match now gives one more. Cool. So black is now only -1. As we go along. All right, let's get to Catalyze Stories to the next level. 34? 35? Oh my goodness. Where do we got to go here? Oh, actually, never mind. I did it already. I missed it. I didn't see it go up. So that was a lot. We're going to have to do 2 shots here. Bam, at 35. Actually, I'm sure it was 30 was where it was. And we'll do that one. Bam, is what we got. So I messed up there. Oh, well. Next one. So now we're going to take a shot of this. So draw a card. Target opposing creature gets -4, -0 until the beginning of your next turn. Disable the first opposing creature until the beginning of your next turn. Disable the first spell of your opponent's hand until the beginning of your next turn. Draw 4 cards. Increase your blue, green, and white mana bonuses by 8 for 4 turns. That's disgusting. That is ridiculously good. All right, cool. So let's keep going. Oh, okay, so at 36 is where this happens. Seek the Truth is now level 3. So we're going to click on that. All right, let's go. Dunk, dunk, dunk. All right, there it is. So Obero's Knowledge is now level 3. Hit points increased by 5. White Match now gives one more mana at level 40. All right, cool. Let's get it going to the final one in this set. 43, 44, 45, 46. There it is at 46. So Catalyze Stories is now level 3. Hit points increased by 8. And Green Match now gives one more mana. Oh, you can add one more spell to your deck. That's good. So what do we have? How many spells is that? It doesn't say. At any rate, we're going to take a picture of this. Draw 5 cards, increase your blue, green, and white mana bonuses by 10 for 4 turns. That's ridiculous. That's really, really cool. All right, let's get it. The final rounds going here. 1, 2, 3. We're up to 49, 50. So at level 50, Seek the Truth is now level 4. Hit points increased by 5, and you can now add 1 more support to your deck. I hope I took a picture of that last one. Let me do it now just to be sure. I can Photoshop it later if I need to. All right. Next, 52 or 51. 52. Oh my goodness. 53. Come on, you can do it. 54. Oh, 50. Good Lord. 550. Come on, man. You can do it. You can do it. 56. Oh my goodness. Overall knowledge is now level 4. Hit points increased by 4. Red match now gives 1 more. Your planeswalker's regeneration ability is improved. Is that what I'm assuming that is? Yeah. Oh, and you can add 1 more creature to your deck. Cool. Cool, cool. All right, let's get the rest of it. Last one is going to go up to level 60. Look at how much that is draining. It's 15,000 to level 58. 19,000 to 58. Oh my goodness. I got to make a sandwich in the time that we're waiting for this. 22,000 to get to level 59. What are we, 25 to the final one? Bam, almost 25,000 to max out. Good Lord, I had millions when I started. I might not make it. Let's see. Boom, max level. There she is. Catalyzed Stories is now level 4. Increase hit points by 6. Black Match now gives 1 more mana. See what we got here. So there she is, all said and done. This is max level. So that is her right there. Draw 2 cards. Target opposing creature gets -6 until the beginning of your next turn. Not really a big deal. I just, if I'm digging, I'm looking for a piece for like a combo deck. Awesome. Disable the first 2 opposing creatures until the beginning of your next turn. Disable you're the first non-creature card on your opponent's hand until the beginning of your next turn. Not really ever going to use that. That's kind of silly. Maybe in a an emergency situation, but really it's all about Catalyzed Stories. Draw 6 cards. Increase your blue, green, and white mana bonuses by 12 for 4 frickin' turns. There is no way in heckers that we're not adding some type of Rupture Scape and Scape Shift and Rupture Spire to see if we can't maximize that. That said, let me go build out some decks. Now, one last thing I want to do here with her before we get to the Planeswalker. Let's go to the Planeswalker deal now. And in here, we're going to go find Tamiyo. Oh my gosh. So now I've got, with all of these Planeswalkers, really, you only need like 5 super Planeswalkers. Bolas, 1. Rawl is ridiculous. Sarkhan, the Unbroken. I like Saheeli too. Now Tamiyo, and maybe 1 colorless one. For white, it was Teferi, but now it's her. So you have 3 color Planeswalkers or 2 stupid powerful Planeswalkers to go do pretty much all of it you want. I still like Samut the Tested, but Tamiyo is really quickly going to take over that first roll. So let's go ahead and get my bonus points here. Bam, I got 1,000 runes back. Expert deck. Bam, I got 5 purple durples. And finally, I get 20 from my master deck. What's the master card in here? I mean, what's the hard card to get? These are all pretty uncommon. Well, Archangel of Tides, I guess, is the mythic that's in there. All right, anyways, and Animus's Awakening. Now, here's something you want to do. If you have the pro account like I do, I've canceled my pro account. It ends in 2 days. So you want to make sure you go take advantage of these VIP custom deals. Autofill them, save them, use them later. That way you don't have to miss out on having them once they're all set up. Because once you cancel your account with VIP, like I have all the cards, there's really no reason for me to maintain VIP now. Once you cancel your account, you get to keep these if you claim them. So don't think they're just going to be there if you don't go and get them put together right now. So I've got enough of these. I might eventually take the 20,000 one here later on, but that's all right. All right, I'm going to build a deck, and I'm going to come back and let you know what I do here in a second. All right, here we go. Okay, so I built this deck real quick here. I'm in Training Grounds testing it out, and this is Tamiyo. Let me show you what she got going on. So I've got some Legacy fun. This is a Legacy build. Gin of Wishes, Blue Sun Zenith, Hour of Promise, Expansion, kind of the driving force. And then fun. Deploy the Gatewatch, Rupture Spire, Escape Shift, Decimator of Provinces, Seasons Past, and Approach of the Second Sun. There's no way to explain playing. Actually, I've played a few hands with this already, so let's go beat up on some Karn. You just ultimate. There is no first or second ability. Go get her ultimate going, and once it starts going with the green ramp or the convert gems conversion, it goes off. It just continues to go off, and it doesn't stop. It's pretty fancy. I've got some other deck ideas of going creatureless. Without the Jin engine to drive card draw, but it's you got to keep your hand filled with cards as we go along with it. So, and blue is her most powerful deal. So let's see, what do we want to do here? Yeah, I think I'll just go here. Get some green. Yep, got lucky. Bam. And now we've got some ramp as we got going on. Cool, there were 3 blue left. So that was turn 1. And the ramp is really important because it allows you to hit your ultimate again on the next. So you can even go multiple turns. It stacks for 4 friggin' turns. It's amazing, man, what she can do. Let's actually do this. And quickly, let's do, how far are we away from ultimating? What do we got right now? 18, 21. Yeah, we could do this. Let's just do this. Bam. And we get a little lucky. Cool. Look at that. Nice. All right. So now we can ultimate her, draw the cards, and go to town. And hopefully we get a nice... There we go. We got some greenage right now. Let's get rid of that. Let's keep this. Let's draw some cards. Let's power this puppy up. Let's drive the machine. And what I'm going to do right now is set that up. Drive it all the way down. Put these puppies up to the top. And I think I'm going to keep that down there to drive this engine. So now you can see it's plus 14, plus 15, plus 14. That is vicious, man. That is just straight redonk. Let's see. Bam. So that should give me enough to get that going, which gives me enough to get that going, which gives me enough to get all of it going. And let's just kick back, relax, and watch the carnage. So we got our Jin, fueled by Piggy. Of course, Piggy. Decimator of Provinces. Piggy makes the engine go, so we can strike with 1 turn and kill. Piggy's great. If you don't have it, you got to go craft and do whatever you can for it. I was fortunate in this account that I got him pretty early, and he was something that when I added it, I actually was talking with somebody. They're like, hey, Piggy does this and that. I'm like, what's Piggy? And they said, oh, Piggy's this amazing thing. It's Decimator of Provinces. He does this, and this. And as soon as they explained it to me, I pulled it from a booster pack the next day. It was insane. I couldn't believe how fortunate I was. And he's been in every legacy build I've had since, and he's just a decimator. I don't always play him. A lot of times I'll play creatureless stuff, but when I do play creatures, he's typically my go-to, especially with Teferi and anything that is what's the name of the card? The Deploy the Gatewatch. Anything deploy, he goes in there because he makes a huge, stupid difference. And you can tell we've already got lethal on the board. We're just waiting for the cycle to stop running, which it won't. It'll continue to go. You technically can play Tamiyo's ultimate back-to-back. So like if I stop somehow here, I'm clicking not now so I can stop the cycle. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you what a 28 plus mana bonus looks like to green, blue, and white. And it's at this stage, it doesn't even matter. That's why I'm thinking of going creatureless with ramp and card draw instead of the creatures so that I can get... yeah, there it is. Bam. And I even took out the alternate running of what's it called? Stitch in Time. I don't run Stitch in Time in this because I don't need another turn. So that's the way one of it goes. Let's see if we can do it again here real quick. Okay, so the standard build took a little more effort and energy here. One of the things that you need to understand about this deck is, and about Tamiyo specifically, is that once you maximize or once you ultimate or third, your whole objective is to convert enough mana with the follow-up sequences with the rest of them so that you're ready to convert again on the next turn into the third drop. Now this one I'm cheating a bit because normally in my standards I like to build with uncommon cards. There's really not much that feeds into her main ability. Her 2 big powers are she converts like crazy. She when you convert blue, white, or green, you're converting 14, 15 mana on top of this. You're getting 17, 18 mana conversions. So any card under 18 is typically good. But if you add a bunch of, conversion into it, like Thunderherd Migration, circuitous route. I'll get it right. Flower even is another one. I've tried a few others in here, but this one seems to be okay. It's not the greatest. And these are all uncommons or commons. The only card I'm really cheating on here is Niv Mizzet, because every time you draw a card, he's a mythic, but every time you draw a card, it does 2 points of damage to your opponent. That coupled with Beacon Bolt, that's your win con. Discovery is good because it doubles as a card that you can actually go and draw and dig deeper into the cards that you need, like Sift. But in addition to that, you can turn it, and if you got a real big board or big creature on the board, you can bounce it and then have them discard a card. And the way it works in Puzzle Quest versus Magic, the cardboard game, whenever they pick up a card off the board, it's typically the last card on their hand, and whenever they discard the last card that they picked up or that's in their hand. So it does double duty. For 9. It basically is a destroy card, a destroy creature card, and I think it works as long as they have room in their hand. But I don't think it really even matters. I think if they can't pick it up, I think it's just destroyed. So that said, let me show you how this deck works. I am playing in the Legacy Training Grounds. I want to show the power of the deck beyond that, and this is a fun little build. This is one of those things where I really like building these decks where they're uncommon versus common, or rare and super mythic and overpowered, really OP decks. There's a lot of, people complaining about, oh my gosh, it's now pay to play inside of VIP now. Look, if you got the cash, awesome. Go build out an awesome deck. Once you have all the cards, it opens up everything up to you. That doesn't excuse your ability to play. So if you want to learn how to get better, then just get better. Learn how to be able to play with those cards. And this is fun because it forces me to have to think outside the box from decks that I hadn't considered building in the past. So yeah, here we go. So immediately scape shift. I'm going to try to ramp up to her ultimate as quickly as I can. There's green. Get more Destructo Monkey. Puts us at our first tier. I almost considered using her first ability when I faced a legacy deck that had 3 big, massive creatures on the board. But then I remembered that I put the bounce card in here, and I wound up beating it just this last turn as well. So this is a Sarkhan Unbroken deck. I haven't fought Sarkhan yet, so this is going to be interesting to see how this works for me. Let's actually do this. Boom. That was a good lucky drop. So we're going to take the conversion. We're going to take the conversion, and we're going to take the conversion because we will draw those other cards. But I'd rather draw it in the next turn and see if we can't ramp into our ultimate. Okay, so here we go. We've got, see, immediately this becomes a nice little bounce deal, but we're going to do it here, and we're going to try to ramp that. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and take her. You'll leave some green for me to convert into. I missed, didn't get anything. All right, next turn. Yeah, there, she's starting to, or he's starting to get his buffing part. What do they call that? It is called adapt. He's starting to adapt. I always forget what the name of all the little tricky things they do are. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it as is. Let's go here. Bam. Bam. Okay. Squidoosh, does that give me enough to ult on my next deal? I think it will. There it is. And she keeps going. Come on, Tamiyo. All right, so he's got nothing on the board. I've already wiped their creature, so I'll just do 7 to the face. I could have waited with that, but I'm going to draw a full hand of cards anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I do got to get him on the board. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Bam, 2 Niv Mizzets. I don't need 2 Niv Mizzets. That's the challenge with this deck, is once you get one, you don't need another one. So let's go ahead and we will actually do that first and then chart a course. Right? Right. All right, and let's see here. Nope, that's it. What's really neat is when you get double of the planeswalker, you get the ability out twice. Like if I can ramp it up and do it again in the next turn, that's good. Circuitous route, 2, 3. Circuitous route. All right, so if we sift, we want to take chart a course, because I won't have to do anything other than that. Chart a course. I won't have to drop a card because he should attack. Actually, I will drop a card. And I didn't ultimate. That's really what I wanted to do. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this. And then that. Yep. Bam. No. More green. Come on, man. There's nothing worse than when your lame convert spells whiff. They just set them up for the perfect for your opponent. And I believe I'm already at term, so I was hoping to have ramped up there, which really stinks, but that's all right. Let's take out Sift. Let's ditch Sift. And let's try to get Beacon Bolt. Actually, let's not. Let's do this. Go get some cheap cards in the graveyard. And come on, man. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm ready to ultimate on my next turn. So we got 2 8s swinging on the board. He's destroying the board with gem conversion. No, he's swinging for 16. All right. So now this is going to be bounce time. If I have it in my hand, this is a perfect time to set up the bounce. Don't need you. Don't need really either of you. So let's ultimate. Draw my cards. 1, 2, 3. I don't need the other discoveries. Cancel. We'll leave those. All right. Actually, let's do this. All right. I think we're good. And we'll go there. And you can see that in 2 drops, so in 6 actually cracked gems, you get a handful of cards that are just, it's running it out. So this is like an artificial Blue Sun Zenith in that it piles your hand. And yeah, we'll take that. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I burned that instead of drawing it. Let's see. So we're surveilling. So we're going to ditch him. And this one. And there we go. And you can see that it really gives some control. And the best thing about that, let's see, where are we? Okay, so we're still in charge here. Let's try to get this all ramped up. Actually, let's do this up here. We want to draw the cards before so that we can have a handful of cards that go along with it. Bam. And let's see, and Beacon Bolt should do the trick here. I think we should have enough both to ultimate. Come on, get up there. And as well as, yeah, okay, there's ultimate. And I should be able to just Beacon Bolt and call game. Let's see here. 27. Okay, more conversion. And the hits just keep on coming, and that's game. All right, so that is my Beacon Bolt deck with mostly uncommons using Tamiyo's ultimate ability. And a bit of a cheat, I know, we threw in Niv Mizzet. If you don't have Niv, I'd experiment with using Jade Light Ranger just to keep the conversion going so you can ultimate faster. And just know that his or her striking, Jade Light Ranger striking, is not going to be the thing that really does it. It can add an extra 10 to 15 points of damage, maybe 20 points of damage at a time. But the reality is that you want to go quickly get something that you can add to your deck that will allow you to use this technique to be able to ultimate as quickly as possible and do as much damage from every card you're drawing as well as conversion. If there were a card that every time you converted a gem, it does damage to your opponent, this would be a sick deck. It would be stupid. There's other cards. You could even double up on Nivs. There's another Niv Mizzet that every time you draw a card, it does 1 point of damage, so you'd be doing 3 points of damage per turn. You know, I think that's kind of overkill. I'd rather have the conversion. And, you know, if we're really being silly, one of the things I would definitely do here is I would add the other conversion that's an 11 cast. I forget the name of it. Actually, it's 5 drop. I forget 11 is the actual legacy. So it'd be Animist's Awakening. That's a rare card. And in that rareness, it is a good converter. It's better for sure than Flower. And I would definitely run that instead. And in this deck, that's basically what I'm going to put in here. It's a little bit of standard fun, and I think it's something that works really, really well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe below. I'll have other videos as we add other things here. Or if you have some deck suggestions or cards you want to see me build this out with, specific cards you want me to see to use her ability, or suggestions for how to improve the deck, I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is, again, just my first pass. I'll be posting this on all the different social media places, but in addition to that, as I work out the deck, I play with the planeswalker for a couple weeks to get down the nuances and find what the best abilities are with them. But as far as the cards that are in standard right now, or inside of the cards that are inside of Legacy, then those are the cards that we wind up running out right now. And for the most part, this is pretty much the best bet with it. Anyway, hope you're awesome. I hope you enjoyed this. Always look forward to seeing you like, subscribe, and follow along. Comment below. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.